All right. How's everybody doing? Great. All right. Probably just jump right into questions here. I know you guys got a lot of them, but grinding through here today. Got the team in, obviously going through the tape, getting the corrections from the game, trying to go over some of the things that obviously put the game in a difficult situation, I think, for us, as we were playing it, and then tried to dig ourselves out of some holes there against a really good team in a hostile environment, and obviously wasn't the outcome we wanted. But guys are doing a good job today, going through and trying to get things corrected, and just moving forward. So got another great opportunity this week at home, which we're excited about, to be home always, and just want to try to get it right. So that's kind of where we're at. So we'll go ahead with questions.
David's done some nice things here in the first couple games, but a lot of 3-and-outs. What can you guys do to kind of help alleviate that element of the offensive struggles?
Obviously, give credit to Minnesota. They did a good job with their game plan. I think there were some things in there that they had maybe done in previous games or different situations that they kind of brought back out, and that was a struggle for us to kind of get executed at a high level. Certainly, I think the biggest thing for us right now is to go back and make sure our communication on those situations, especially where we had some free runners, to make sure that's all kind of on point and solid from that standpoint, so that we don't have any guys coming free, and making sure that we have everything coordinated if they are in an overloaded pressure or something like that where we have to get the ball out on time. So, those are important. It's important for us to stay on track throughout the course of the drive and make sure that we're putting ourselves in manageable situations and just trying to go back and, basic fundamental stuff that we have to do better in those situations and handle the environment. Like I said, it's the first time for him in that deal.
You've talked a little bit about the process here the last couple of weeks. Why, in your eyes, was it necessary to hit bottom, I guess, during the process before you could, climb up, raise something up?
Yeah, those definitely aren't my words. I think, for me, I would say it's just, I got to get here. I got to figure out what we have and build from there. And I think from that standpoint, we're just trying to do everything we can week by week to win. So, for us, again, like I tell you all the time, we're trying to do everything we can to get good players in here to help us win, to grow a good team, to build a foundation, and then obviously, hopefully play a lot better on Sundays than what we're playing right now. So that hasn't changed. None of that's changed.
This isn't bottom, so you don't use your. How would you describe it? I mean, what is it?
Bless you. Excuse me. For us, it's obviously we're trying to get better. Just trying to get better.
Are you surprised that it's gone this way? I mean, looking at the offseason, the transactions, the moves that you and Bob have made, and seemingly coming into the year, fans and media blindsided. Are you as equally shocked that it's kind of gotten to this point?
I think for me, I tend to stay pretty even keel about all that stuff. So certainly I think we, tried to do everything we could to improve the team. And I think there are certainly parts of this team that, we do feel are a lot better. And, certainly we'd like to have a lot more wins than we have. So, from that standpoint, we obviously want to do better. But it is what it is right now, and we're trying to do the best we can to battle out of it and give ourselves a chance this week and go out and, try to play better. But, the good part for me is, I told the team this morning, I enjoy coaching the team. I enjoy coming in every single day and trying to get ready to go. We get new opportunity each week, and that's really what this game's about. So for us, that's really what we're focused on right now.
Was this a bigger rebuild project than you thought it would be when you took the job?
Yeah, I think right now just kind of focusing on where we are right now, from that standpoint. I'm not going to get into any sort of analysis or things like that, but certainly there's just different challenges all along, the course of the path, and there'll be some new challenges this week that we're going to have to try to figure out too.
Matt, what's the biggest reason? What's the biggest reason you think that you guys are where you are right now?
You know what? I think we've tried to go back through, obviously, as a team. We do it every single week, and when we review the games and things like that, and say, what happened this week and what do we need to do to get better. And I think one of the biggest things that we've talked about probably all year in a micro level and also on a macro level is just some inconsistencies, and I think that's true all the way across the board. I think there's things that we try to fix each week. And those problems that we've identified, and we put a lot of attention to those things. We go out and I think we do pretty well at those issues, and then maybe 3 weeks later we lose sight of it and they come back up. And I think that's the biggest part of it right now for us that I think we're all looking at, saying, hey, we got it. We can't lose sight of this. We can't lose sight of these things that we fixed, and they have to carry over week by week. And some of that has to do with just making sure that from a routine standpoint, we're staying consistent, and then we build on that routine as we go through the season from that accord.
How confident are you, though, if you come back next year that I guess some of the progress is going to show in wins and losses?
Again, right now I'm just focused on this week. We'll worry about next year. But right now, want to get through today, want to get the game corrected, and then, we got a team coming in here that we don't know very well, and we got a lot of work to do to get ready for them.
Just because you just said you worry about next year, have you been told at this point that you'll be back next season?
Again, I don't get any sort of discussions that I have with ownership or any of that. I'm just worried about this game this week.
What would a win mean to you guys, the psyche of the team? A win or two down
Sure.
the stretch here. Just what would that mean?
Yeah. I think that's the goal for us. We're always trying to win, and I think it feels good to win. So that's what we want to try to do. We want to go out there and we want to feel good about it. We want the fans to feel good about it, and certainly that's our motivation to go out and make sure that we're trying to do everything we can to win and really play well. Just want to play well, play as a all three phases working together and show kind of that stuff that we're seeing, but try to do it consistently. Maybe in all in one game. That would be nice.
Matt, is one of the ways that these players can be motivated is that they're all playing for their career and their livelihoods and their family. It's while the team goals are out of reach, each of them have something to play for their careers.
Yeah, sure. We all have different motivations. We all have different things that we look for. I think we talk a lot about purpose, kind of what's our purpose, what's individual purpose, what's our team purpose. And, I think the best thing for us right now as a team and what we've told them is, the two things we got right now is we got the game and we got each other. So that's really what we're focused on. We're focused on the game and we're focused on each other. How do we make each other better? How do we go out, play harder, better, and improve for each other? And then, making sure we take advantage of all those games and those opportunities.
How difficult is it to stay in that week-to-week mindset? You've got to have trained yourself to not look at the big picture.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going through it.
Yeah, no doubt. It's just that's just kind of the way I'm wired. It's kind of the way that I think I've been raised in the NFL game. Honestly, whether you're on either side of the wins and losses column, you do the same thing. It's really the same sort of mentality. I've been in situations and seasons where you wouldn't think that the stress levels were as high as they were because we were on the plus side of the wins, but it's the same. And if you allow all that kind of external, outside sort of pressure to seep into all that, then it's no different than a play in the game where we just try to tell everybody, hey, stay in the moment and make that one play in that game. Don't worry about how that play affects the next play or how it affects the game in its entirety because there's enough pressure on that one play and there's enough pressure on this 1 week. So for us, if we can kind of just remove all those other distractions and remove all the other noise kind of that would take away from just our preparation, I think that's really important for us because the most important thing for us is just to prepare to go try to play well, and that's the truth.
As far as just some injury stuff,
Yeah.
Marvin Jones versus Scarborough, where are they?
Yeah. We actually have a couple injuries here from the game, so we're kind of sorting through some of those and some imaging and stuff like that here. So I'm going to wait until I get all the correct information, and we'll be able to talk about it then. But a couple guys as we check through the day here, a little bit banged up.
How about their injury, Mike Evans? I think Bruce Arians said yesterday he's probably not going to play this weekend. Just how does that change the dynamic of their team?
Yeah, we'll have to obviously look at that. He's a dynamic player. He's a great player for them and someone that's important, to what they do. So we'll see how that goes as the week goes. We're certainly used to those situations and preparing that way, whether those types of guys can go or not go.
Does what Bill Belichick went through early in Cleveland give you any encouragement that one of the greatest coaches ever struggled at first?
Again, I'm just trying to stay in my week here this week and worry about that. And certainly, there's inspiration like that, I think, all the way across the board with a lot of great coaches. I think that's the truth. So for us, though, really, it's about this team. It's about right now. It's about this week. It's about Monday. Tomorrow will be about Tuesday. And then Wednesday will be about Wednesday as we go forward. And I'm just trying to do everything I can to coach as hard as I can for the guys in that room. Those guys work really hard. They're really, they're trying to do everything they can. They're competitive. They're fun to coach. We just got to go out and execute better, and we got to do some things better on Sundays. And so with that in mind, I want to make sure I'm doing everything I can to help them do that.
Outside of this building, who are some friends or colleagues or whoever that may have reached out to you to, I don't know, give words of encouragement, wisdom during this tough process?
Yeah, you know what? I'm really blessed. I got a lot of great friends. I got a lot of great family. And obviously my immediate family and the support that they give me, along with supporting the organization. So I'm not going to dive into all those names, but it's everyone just kind of we have those conversations. It's always appreciated.
I want to follow up with something from yesterday. Yesterday you said that in this process, when you look at rebuilds, there are coaches that you look at their first year or 2 years of records. What coaches, maybe besides Bill, are those? Because historically, generally, if coaches have 2 seasons that are losing records, they don't win Super Bowls, which has been your ultimate goal.
Sure. Probably just going to skip that. I think you can kind of look up all those names. Good there. Okay, let you do some research. All right, everybody good? All right, yep.